roll. Get me roll. All right, guys. Well, we just got back to the house. The bird has been in the cooler on ice, and we're gonna go ahead and show you how to remove your turkey fan to get it prepared for mounting, and also how to remove your beard. Now, Eli, you've done this. You've done a good job killing this thing. You're gonna be the one that's gonna do all the cutting. So, as you see the beard right here, the way that you're gonna do that, Eli, you're gonna pinch this skin, and you're gonna pinch that right there all the way down as close as you can to the skin, and you're just going to give it a nice hard jerk. Don't grab the hairs. You want to grab all the way to the skin.
Let me pull it off.
Yep, you're going to pull the beard off. Pull. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Pull hard now. There you go.
Just like
Show
that.
them that. Yep. So there's the beard.
That's beard right there.
Okay, and now to remove the fan, okay, so here's the turkey. The feathers, the way that you pull them out is you grab the back too. Eli, hold that up for a second. So everybody always sees people spread the turkey fan out, but the way that you do that is by grabbing that last feather and that last feather of the tail and pull them back sideways. And that's the back of the fan. And so, to remove this, you want to keep here's the butt of the turkey. Right here. Here's the butt of the turkey. Okay. Now, where that butt is, you're going to cut just at that butt hole. Okay. You're going to start to cut down. But one part I'm going to show you is very important to not cut this beautiful portion off, okay? Everybody knows that this is very pretty here, but it'll look weird if you don't cut enough skin back to have these feathers to be pushed up to the fan. So as we cut that back, you're going to see I'm going to cut the skin quite a ways back so that I can gather these feathers and push him up and complete my trophy fan. Go to the butthole here, and I'm right above the actual hole of the butt, right here. You're gonna cut through that. Okay, now that I've got through that portion, I'm going to, once I've cut through the spine, okay, I'm gonna peel this back, but I want to keep as much skin as I can. So right there. And what that's gonna allow me to do, it's gonna allow me to gather that up so that when I display this as a trophy, okay, as a trophy, I can pull these feathers up, and then I can push all those up like that to get the feathers just like that. And that is how you get your trophy fan done. And then back here in this portion, there's a lot of meat, okay? What I'm gonna do is I will take and I will cut some of this feathers away. I will pull this fan out, lay it out on a cardboard box, and we'll show you guys how to do that later. And I will salt and I will borax all this meat. The next trophy part of this bird is right here. These are the spurs. Now, this one isn't a giant spur, but Eli got them, and we're gonna make it a trophy. There's multiple things that you can do with this, but we're gonna take the entire arm, and we're gonna make a decision when we get home. We may just cut this bone off, take that skin off, and then put that on a necklace, or we may take the whole legs and do something with it. So we're gonna cut just at the joint, right there and right here. Bend it. Gonna bend it forward, turn it. Normally it'll pop. There it goes. And then we're gonna cut it off. So we've got his spurs. They're 1/2 inch spurs, at least. Kind of it wasn't a Jake, young bird, but ought to look nice. There we go. There's a second one. And I think his first turkey that we ever mounted for him, we actually mounted these, cut these flush and screwed them into the board. And so we had these out of the front of the board, and then behind the board we actually had the turkey fan, and the beard was hanging underneath it. Now we're gonna get to cleaning the turkey. Things that you can also keep off of the turkey are this wing right here. Now, if you're into archery, you may want to keep these and cut these off, split these, and actually be able to put these feathers on your arrows. And so you can use these main vanes. These are what they actually drag on the ground. But a lot of the turkey hunters will cut this wing off, cut it off right here at this knuckle, and dry that wing out and use that as a beating wing. And when you're set up pretty close to a roosted gobbler, and it starts to get light out and they're gobbling on the roost, and you want to sound like a hen and you have your hen decoy set up, or you're in the tree line, you beat that wing and then rattle the ground with the feathers and rattle the leaves, so it sounds like, and as you give a cackle call, it gives the impression that that hen has now flown out of the tree, landed, and now that gobbler can come down and breed her. So that's a good thing to do, and you can take that with you into the woods. So what we're gonna do,
yeah, nice swing right there.
Yeah. So we're gonna dry that out, and we're gonna take that wing with us whole, and now you can just like that, guys. And that's one of the things that helps you call in a turkey, is the wing. Now it's gonna be, we're just gonna skin this bird out. You could pluck this if you wanted to dip this in hot water. You could pluck all these feathers off. We're just gonna go ahead and skin it out, and we may not even have to gut it. All right, bud, hold those legs.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Comes off pretty easy.
Yeah, comes off pretty easy. We've got those wings here. We just had some chicken wings. Now we got some turkey wings.
Are we gonna eat it tonight?
No, I'm sure Mom won't like that. We got to get back home and she'll want to eat some of this. Linda will want to cook this for you guys. There we go.
Small wings were like jack turkey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do we like keep all the skins and stuff?
You could keep this skin and make a decoy. Actually, our decoy is made out of an actual turkey's skin. Another train.
Lots of trains do it.
All right. Yeah, it's stuck on there a little bit. Maybe very good. There's the skin.
Nah, we haven't found where I hit him yet. Somewhere.
fine. We'll find some pellets at some point.
Right here?
All right, let's go. Okay, that's that. Now all we've got left is the head. No, look, you got him in the head. Look at all those.
Oh.
So it's all bloodshot right here. You guys can see that. All bloodshot. You got him in the head.
I don't even remember where I was aiming from that far. It was too much to notice.
And
hit him in the head.
good.
Yeah.
Finish skinning this other leg out here. Okay. Now, a lot of people are going to ask us, why didn't we gut this bird? Well, we came straight home. There was no reason to gut it out there. We put it right into a cooler of ice. We wanted to show you guys how to do everything. And so we didn't want to do all that and mess it all up, get it all dirty in the woods. So we kept it clean, came home with it mostly clean. There are some feathers on it here. Pluck those off and get rid of that. Okay.
But
there we go. Took those off. Now I'm gonna open up the gut cavity. See if Brent's got a bag that we could use.
ew, what is that?
That's kind of a poopy situation.
Ugh.
All right.
You touched it too.
I touched it. Mm-hmm.
Just the breast.
Now, here we go. Perfect. Thank you, Brent. All right, guys. So we're gonna put our hand in here. Since I didn't shoot it with an arrow, I'm not worried about a broadhead or anything like that.
Oh, is that the heart?
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got there's the turkey's heart. We're gonna eat that. Let that sit there. Now, also, what we've got in here is we're gonna get rid of the gut portion. And I'm gonna keep
The liver?
these are the livers.
Yeah, liver.
Okay, and we're gonna keep the gizzard. So that's the livers. Anyone like chicken livers? There's some turkey livers for you. Right there. Okay, turkey livers. And now we have the gizzard.
Oh shoot, this bag had a hole.
All right. Okay, so now we have the gizzard. And the gizzard is one of my favorite parts. I like to eat the gizzards. What you want to do with the gizzard is first you got to split her open very gently. Now know that when you split the gizzard, there's not just food in there, but there is a liner. Something you're going to find in a gizzard that you may not know is you're going to find rocks, little tiny pebbles, certain size pebbles. Chickens and turkeys and all birds pick up rocks that have a crawl because that's what helps them to crush their food up. This is where he's actually crushing it up with his muscles so that he can eat it. So this isn't actually like poop. This is just his food. All right, we got a hose. Eli, turn that hose on. Put that faucet on there. All right, so we've got the rocks and the food out of it. Now we're going to take the skin part off of it. There's a little lining on the inside of the gizzard.
I got that hole.
Okay, we're gonna just peel that off. Just gonna peel that just like that, all the way around. Don't miss any. Okay, now we're gonna rinse that off. Hey, try not to get me all wet. Got that all rinsed off. There's my gizzard, cleaned out, ready to be cooked. All right, let's move on to the rest of this turkey. We're gonna take all the pieces off of this turkey just like you would any other bird, except for this is where all his food is stored, right here. Okay, and we're gonna cut this away because I don't want to have any part to do with this. There we go. I'm gonna cut that away there. And that's the stuff before it goes in his crawl. That's where it ends up, right there. That's his stomach, basically. That's up there. Okay. So now this probably looks a little bit more familiar to you guys. A wild turkey. One thing a wild turkey grows that your farm raised don't is that bone right there. On a big gobbler, that thing can be that big around, almost like a golf ball. You don't want to hit that when you're shooting at them because it'll stop an arrow. But we're gonna go ahead and take this thing off in pieces so that we can eat it. First, we're gonna take off the wing at the joints. There's one. There's two. Next, we're gonna take off the actual thigh and the leg together. Okay. Cut right down that backbone a little bit. You don't want to miss this little chunk of meat right up here. That is actually a really good spot. Just like that. There's your thigh and leg. Most people eat these turkey legs at the carnival or at the circus or at the state fair like we did. I love turkey legs, and you guys can smoke that. There's a thigh. You guys saw that when I pushed down on that, I actually dislocate the thigh bone, and that's intentional so that I can just cut that meat out of there. There's thigh, and all that's left is your breasts. You can take the breast off right against the breastbone. Then I'll take off all the way off the ribs. That little bit right there. Wonder if anyone's ever made a turducken with a wild turkey and all wild animals. If you've ever had a turducken, let us know in the comments. All right, there's one side breast. That's a piece of a breast right there, one whole half a breast. We're gonna take off the other one, and then we are done with this bird. Start to finish the hunt.
That's quick and easy.
Quick and easy, son. That's easier than going to the store. not.
Not the hunting part.
We went to the store. We went to God's store this morning.
Went to the woods. That's the most biggest store out there.
Yep.
Pretty decent amount of meat. Awesome. It's like twice as big as a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3 times.
And there's our other breast right there. With that, you can cook this carcass down. You can make some stock, but we are done. And there's your big old cavity right here. This is when you have a face-on shot, aiming for that just below their neck. Their beard would actually be about right there, and their neck, putting that arrow right between there is a perfect spot for shooting an arrow. But guys, you guys watched us kill, clean, and we're gonna get to cooking this turkey a little bit later here. Eli, good job, bud. Did you learn something?
Yeah, learn how to clean them pretty much just like chicken. You know, the ones that we have at home.
You guys have cleaned plenty of chickens, haven't you?
Yeah, but we plucked them, so.
Guys, there we go. We've got all of our meat vacuum sealed beautifully, ready for the freezer and ready to put on some ice and rock salt, freeze it solid so we can travel home being frozen. All right, done with this. Linda, go ahead and cook us some of this. Pull it out of the freezer and get some of this cooked for us.
All right, let's sous vide this wild turkey. So we have a turkey leg, turkey thigh, and turkey breast. The rest is in the freezer. Well, what we're gonna do is we are gonna put these things. So we have salt, pepper, sage, and garlic, and olive oil. All right. Get dirty. So we're gonna vacuum seal this. Now we put this in the sous vide machine. So it is set at 140 degrees. We're gonna set it for 8 hours. You can cook this in the sous vide for 8 to 12 hours.
So hey guys, a sous vide machine is actually a way to cook food at a lower temperature for a longer period of time so that it kills the bacteria over time at a certain temperature versus instantly, like chicken. Take for example, if you cook the chicken breast at 140 degrees for say 8 hours, all the bacteria dies, but it takes that long to kill it all. Versus cooking a chicken breast on the grill, cooking it to 165 degrees instantly kills the bacteria. So it's a time at a lower temperature versus an instant at a higher temperature. So that's why we're cooking the turkey breast at a lower temperature for a longer period of time. Makes it more tender too. That's how you guys get those juicy chicken breasts that are on your salads that you buy at the store and stuff, and they're super moist. That's how they do them.
All right, now we are going to put this on the smoker. All right, we'll see you back in 4 hours when we pull the meat off the grill, the smoker. All right, so these are the 4 chicks that we have hatched recently. 3 of the chicks were hatched 2 days ago, and then 1 of the chicks, the yellow one, where's the yellow one at?
Right there.
Behind it. The small yellow one was hatched today. We had another hatchling, but it didn't make it.
They killed it. They were too hungry.
Don't say that, Ellie. And so we had some more eggs that were not hatched, so we put it under another broody hen, and hopefully she'll hatch them. So when the chicks hatch, we separate them from the rest of the flock because they are not the friendliest. So these will be out free ranging in the yard. They love free ranging. These 2 are good mamas.
They're the best. Carla's baby isn't the best mama when she's grown up. I hope Dad doesn't forget to bite ear swabs.
You see, Ellie?
The baby's on the other side.
Oh, that baby. Well, go get the baby then. Look at the baby. Great baby. Baby. That's the mama. This is Gray and her baby. That baby was hatched a week ago, I believe.
Hey guys, we're about 2 hours in on our smoked turkey leg. This is what it's looking like right now. I don't know if you can see it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in a foil. We're gonna wrap it up, put it back in there. We're gonna keep cooking it. So hopefully we'll show you that in a few more hours.
It's been about 8 hours. We're gonna pull the turkey breast out of the sous vide. We are gonna put it on the grill. beautiful that is. Who wants to try it?
Me. I said first. And that looks so yummy. I mean, like, I already tried the broccoli.
Alright, go ahead.
Me. Ow! 3, 2.
So tender.
So good. Delicious.
It's so tender.
I could eat this every day.
Alright guys, well, we've been letting the smoker roll for several hours now. We smoked it for about 2 hours, and then we wrapped it up. We turned the temperature from smoke to 200, and then we smoked it wrapped in foil. So I got it right here. Since foil ain't that hot, as long as you're not touching the meat. Whew. Alright, let's go take a look. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's see what we got, guys. Here is our smoked turkey leg and thigh.
Just a little bloody there.
Oh yeah? Let's see how she looks. Now, turkey legs and thighs are always pretty much the hardest part of a wild turkey. So we're gonna see if it's tender at all. Oh, just like smoked turkey leg at the fair. Mmm. Man, you want to try a bite?
Mmm.
Here, try that one right there. Bite right there. Mmm.
Mmm. Super yummy.
That is fall off the bone tender. Look at that, guys. Mmm. That is so good. Mmm. What about this thigh meat right here? Look at that. Right off the bone, pulled right off the bone. Grocery shopping in the great outdoors. Eli shot this bird and we smoked it. We sous vide it. Linda made a little mini Thanksgiving in April, and we will see you guys on the next video while I eat all this stuff. Alright guys, hey, so thanks for watching the cookie portion of the turkey, and now we're going to talk about doing our fan, Eli's fan. And what I've got here is all the meat. We thawed this out, it was frozen. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some iodized salt. I'm going to pour iodized salt all in the muscle portion of this turkey. Rub that salt in. What I want this to do is dehydrate all of the meat and make it dried out to preserve it. I've laid out a piece of cardboard here on a freezer, and what I'm going to do is, you see, it's got the pretty side down. Okay, so this is the side that I'm actually putting down. I'm going to pull that turkey fan feathers this way a little bit, and then I'm going to spread this fan out. I've got some push pins right here. And we're going to take some of these push pins and we're going to pin this turkey down. Now, the way that we do that, I'm going to take this first feather. I'm not going through the actual feather itself. I'm just going right next to it. All right, that's one. I'm going to spread this out. I'll spread that out to about there till it's a half a moon shape. And I'm going to start pinning down the rest of it. We're going to put pins in front of all the feathers all the way around. And it may take you a couple minutes to kind of figure out how to do it. A little bit of a learning curve here. You want to make sure that your feathers are gapped out properly. Like I said, I'm not sticking it in the actual feather. I'm sticking it between the feather and the, or just the, you know, the, not this piece. I'm sticking it in these pieces. Okay, just like this, right there. Okay, next to it, I'm gonna pin this down on both sides now. This one on both sides too. I'm not crushing anything. And when in doubt, add more pins. Okay, so now we've got our turkey feather, our turkey fan pinned down properly. It's gonna look good. And add a little bit more salt so that this thing, and you really want to coat that with some good thick with that salt, because you really want it to dry out and get hard. And then what we'll add next, we're gonna be adding borax. And borax is what's also going to help it to suck the moisture out and hold on one second. There's a knife. Don't judge me on my garage. I know your garage looks like a mess too. And if it doesn't, well, let me know in the comments how to keep it clean when you're doing a billion things. All right, we're going to pour borax right on top of that salt. It's more like a powder. I'll leave that set up just like that. And that's how we're gonna leave it. We're gonna check this. We'll leave this probably for like about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And we're gonna continue to probably pour this stuff off. When it gets real wet, I'll take all that off and then I'll add more stuff as it sucks the moisture out and preserves that turkey fan. And we'll show you guys on a later clip of it being finished. But hey, thanks for watching, and that's how to preserve the turkey fan. If you guys want to watch more videos from Team Tate Outdoors, click up here at the top left. Also, don't forget to subscribe down here on the right. We'll see you later.